Hey everyone, today's video is about when Bakugou hits you and Kirishima doesn't defend you. I know I've made this story a little while ago, actually just a few days ago, but I've seen a lot of people commenting about how they expected Wayan to break up with them, and I was like, that's actually very smart. I don't really think of Wayan breaking up with Bakugou and Kirishima because I feel like not a lot of people would accept that, but I guess since a lot of people wanted this, I will be doing it anyway. And there's a lot of comments, there's actually very fun ones. There's this one called, wait, someone's called Love Hashira 8574, and they said, starting to feel like Kiribaku versus listener. I was like, that's actually very funny. So basically, I'm just going to make a very sad ending in this one, maybe you breaking up with them, and let's see how it goes. The argument had been simmering all evening, though no one had outright said anything. You could feel the tension like a wire that was stretched too tight, ready to snap at the slightest pull. It was a rare night where the three of you had the time to hang out, and it should have been fun, but instead, it spiraled into chaos. It started small, like it always did. Bakugo, seated on the couch with a scowl, muttered something under his breath about how careless he had been during training earlier. You rolled your eyes. Used to his nitpicking, but something about his tone tonight made your skin crawl. Can we not do this right now, Katsuki? You asked, exasperation thick in your voice. You almost got yourself killed today. He snapped, standing up abruptly. And for what? To show off? I wasn't showing off, you said, standing your ground. I was doing my job. Or are you forgetting that we're supposed to work together? Your job is to not be a goddamn liability. The word hit harder than it should have. You felt your stomach drop, but you forced yourself to stay composed. A liability? That's how you see me. Don't twist my words. He shot back, though his anger didn't waver. You know damn well what I mean. Katsuki. Kirishima interrupted, stepping between the two of you with his hands raised. Maybe you should all take a breath. Don't Katsuki me, Ijiro. Bakugo snapped, his fiery gaze flicking to him briefly, before landing on you. And don't act like you don't see it too. You looked at Kirishima then, hoping and praying that he would say something, anything to back you up, to tell Bakugo that he was being unfair, but he just sighed and rubbed the back of his neck, his usual cheerful demeanor replaced with visible discomfort, and he turned back, glaring at Bakugo. And that's when it happened. Bakugo's hand came up in frustration, and before you could react, he swatted your arm, not hard enough to bruise, but hard enough to sting and send a message. Your breath hitched as you took a step back, your wide eyes locking onto his. For a moment, the room was silent, except for the sound of your heart pounding in your ears. Don't touch me, you said quietly, your voice trembling with a mix of anger and disbelief. It wasn't. Bakugo started, his expression faltering for a split second. But you didn't want to hear it. You turned to Kirishima, your voice rising now, and you're just going to stand there and let him do that? Seriously? Kirishima looked torn, his gaze flicking between you and Bakugo. It's not like that, babe. Katsuki didn't mean. No. You cut him off, shaking your head. Don't babe me right now. You're supposed to have my back. Both of you are. Don't make this a big deal. Bakugo grumbled, but even he looked uncertain now. A big deal? You repeated, incredulous. You hit me, Katsuki, and you turned back to Kirishima. You didn't do a damn thing about it. I'm sorry, Kirishima said, his voice soft but unsure. I didn't know how to step in without making it worse. Your chest felt tight as you took a step back, putting more distance between yourself and the two of them. You already made it worse by not stepping in at all. Don't do this, Bakugo said, his voice still quiet, but now etched with frustration. Do what, Katsuki? Expect basic respect? Expect my partners to treat me like I matter. You laugh bitterly, the sound foreign even to your own ears. No, I'm done. Wait, what do you mean, done? Kirishima asked, his eyes wide. You swallowed hard, hating how your throat tightened as the words formed in your mind. But you knew you couldn't stay. Not like this. I mean, I can't do this anymore. I'm breaking up with you. Both of you. Don't be stupid. Bakugou snapped, his voice rising again. But this time there was a crack in his usual bravado. It's not stupid, he said firmly, meeting his gaze even as tears threatened to spill. What's stupid is thinking I can stay in a relationship where I'm not defended, not protected, even not respected by both of you. Kirishima reached out as if to stop you, but he took another step back. Please, Wayan, don't go, he said softly, his voice breaking in a way that almost made you waver. Keyword, almost. Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you stayed silent, you said, your voice barely above a whisper. The room felt suffocating as you turned around on your heel and walked out, their voices calling after you, but fading with each step. You didn't stop until you were out of the building, the cool night air hitting your face like a slap. Only then did you let the tears fall out. It wasn't easy to walk away from the people that you loved, but it was even harder to stay when they didn't love you like the way you deserved. As you walked down the quiet, dimly lit streets, the chill of the night nipped at your skin. You shoved your hands into your pockets, your feet moving on autopilot towards your friend's house. You had texted them on the way out. A simple, "Can I crash at yours?" that received an immediate "of course" in reply. Each step you took felt heavier, like your body wanted to stop and turn around, to run back to them, and pretend the last hour hadn't happened. But you forced yourself forward. You clenched your fist in your pocket, shaking your hand as if you could physically push them out of your mind. No, not now, not ever. They don't get to live rent free in your head after what they did. You talked to yourself. Your chest still ached, your heart warring with your mind. But you bit your lip and kept walking. After all, they didn't deserve a second chance, and you couldn't afford to give them one anyway. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye!